Hello, we're back for another lockdown quiz here, and we're going to do another 5 rounds of 8. So the usual format, after each round, you can pause it and then write your answers down, and then when you restart playing it again, you'll hear the answers. Do that every round. Okay, we're going to start off with the geography round. So question 1. What country has the most islands? Okay, what country has the most islands? Okay, number 2. What country has the most waterfalls? Okay, which country has the most waterfalls? Right, here's a tough one here. Number 3. The world's largest railway journey goes from where to where? I'll give you a point for each destination, okay? The world's largest railway journey goes from where to where? Okay, number 4. What's the longest river in Europe? Okay, what is the longest river in Europe? And number 5. What is the capital of Albania? What's the capital of Albania? 6. In which country is the ancient city of Petra? In which country is the ancient city of Petra? Number 7. In which country would you find the most pyramids? Which country has the most pyramids? And your final question in this round. Which country's flag is two triangular pieces stuck together? They're not the usual rectangular or the square, you get the odd square. But which country has two rectangular bits of flag stuck together? Okay, pause it. And then I'm going to come out with the answers, okay? Get yourself a pause there, and here's the answers. Oh, okay, which country has the most islands? Right, with over 221,000, it's Sweden. Sweden has the most islands. And which country has the most waterfalls? Norway. The world's largest railway journey goes from, now you get a point for each destination. It's not Moscow to Vladivostok, it used to be, but not now. It's a place called Waiwu in China to Madrid in Spain. It's over 8,000 miles. So China to Spain. If you say either one, a China or a Spain, you get a point for each one. What's the longest river in Europe? The Volga. What's the capital of Albania? Tirana. And which city would you find in which country would you find the ancient city of Petra? It's in Jordan. And which country has the most pyramids? It's Sudan. Whether it's Sudan or South Sudan, but I think it's Sudan, not South Sudan. Which country's flag has two triangular pennants joined together? It's Nepal, the flag of Nepal. Okay, we're going to get ready for round 2. And it's just a wee general knowledge round. Question 1. What is the name of the cat in 10 Downing Street? Okay, what's the name of the cat in 10 Downing Street? He's been there for a few years. Okay, the British entry for the Eurovision Song Contest in 1977 featured Lindsay D. Paul. But who was she singing with? It was a duet. Who was she singing with? Number 3. In which household device would you find a magnetron? Okay, in which household device would you find a magnetron? And number 4. In tennis, what fruit is found on top of the men's Wimbledon trophy? What fruit is found on the top of the men's Wimbledon trophy? Number 6. Who was the first winner of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here? Who was the first winner? Number 6. Derek Evans. He was a TV personality in the 90s. How's he better known as? Derek Evans. He was on the TV a lot in the 90s, but how's he better known as? Okay, number 7. What's the only letter of the alphabet not to appear in any of the United States name and any of the states in America's name? Okay, what's the only letter of the alphabet that doesn't appear in any of the 50 states name? And your last round, the last question in this round is, which Coronation Street character has been married 6 times? Okay, which Coronation Street character has been married 6 times? Okay, so pause it, write your answers down, and then replay it, and I'll give you the answers here. Okay. Number 1, what's the name of the cat in 10 Downing Street? It's Laurie the cat. And the British entry for the Eurovision Song Contest in 77 featured Lindsay DePaul and who else? It was called Rock Bottom, and it featured Lindsay DePaul and Mike Moran. Okay, so you get a point for Mike Moran. In which household device would you find a magnetron? It's a microwave oven, a microwave. And number 4, in tennis, which fruit is found at the top of the men's Wimbledon's trophy? It's not a strawberry, it's a pineapple. Pineapple. And who was the first winner of the First I'm a Celebrity? It was Tony Blackburn. Number 6, Derek Evans was a TV personality in the 90s. He's better known as Mr. Motivator. Mr. Motivator he was. Number 7, what's the only letter of the alphabet that does not appear in any of the states' names? It's Q. Q. And which Coronation Street character has been married 6 times? Gail. Point for Gail. Okay, we're going to go to round 3, and this is a wee bit of general again. Number 1, what's the national sport of India? What is the national sport of India? And number 2, who was the first country to win 2 World Cups? Who was the first country to win 2 World Cups? Sticking with the World Cup. Number 3, what was the first World Cup mascot? Okay, what was the first World Cup mascot? What was he called? The first one. And number 4, sticking to the sport, what is the maximum number of golf clubs permitted in your bag when you're playing golf? What's the maximum number of golf clubs permitted to have in your bag? Number 5, wee boxing question. What was the name of the boxer who broke Muhammad Ali's jaw in 1973 fight? What's the name of the boxer who broke Muhammad Ali's jaw in the 1973 fight? Sticking with boxing, bit of movie boxing. What was the name of the trainer who trained Rocky Balboa in the first few Rocky films? Okay, so what was the name of the trainer who trained Rocky Balboa in the first few Rocky films? Right, prior to Usain Bolt winning the 100 and the 200 metre double at the Olympics, who was the athlete that done that before him? Who was the athlete that done that, the 100 and the 200 metre double, before Usain Bolt did it there? And last one, number 8. Johnny Westmuller, who played Tarzan, won 6 Olympic medals. He won 5 swimming golds on a bronze. But what did he win the bronze medal in? Okay, he won 6 Olympic golds, or 6 Olympic medals, 5 golds. But what did he win the bronze medal in? Okay, pause it, and you'll get the answers. Okay, here's the answers. The national sport of India is hockey. It's field hockey. Who was the first country to win 2 World Cups? Well, Uruguay won it first, and then it was Italy, and then Italy again, and then Uruguay. So it was Italy. What was the first World Cup mascot? It was 1966, and it was World Cup Willie. What was the first mascot of the World Cup? And what's the maximum number of golf clubs permitted in the bag? It's 14. Number 5. What was the name of the boxer who broke Muhammad Ali's jaw in 1973? It was Ken Norton. Number 6. What was the name of the trainer who trained Rocky Balboa in the first few films? It was Mickey. Give yourself a point for Mickey. Mickey Goldmill, you call him. Prior to Usain Bolt winning the Olympic 100 and 200 metre double, who was the last previous man to do this? It was Carl Lewis. Carl Lewis did it. And Johnny Weissmuller, who played Tarzan, won 6 Olympic medals. It was 5 goals for swimming, but what was the bronze medal for? It was water polo. Okay, that was good once you got that. That was good. Okay, I'm going to start you off for another general one. On which French national holiday occurs on July the 14th? What French national holiday occurs on July the 14th? And number 2. Harvard University is in which state? Harvard University is in which state? Okay, and number 3. Which country's flag shows the yin and yang symbol? Which country's flag shows the yin and yang symbol? Number 4. I'm going to give you 5 years each way on this. So, what year did the first taxi cab company start in New York? What year did the first taxi cab company start in New York? You can have 5 years either way. Number 5. How many tasks or labours did Hercules have to complete? How many tasks or labours did Hercules have to complete? Number 6. In which country did the Boxer Rebellion take place? In which country did the Boxer Rebellion take place? Okay, number 7, a movies one. In which series of 80s movies would you see a flux capacitor? Okay, in the series of 80s movies, what film would you have seen a flux capacitor? Okay, number 8. In which famous London street were the first West End's theatres first built? In which famous London street were the West End's first theatres built? Okay, pause it and give me the answers. Okay, number 1. The French national holiday occurs on July the 14th. It's Bastille Day. Number 2. Harvard University is in which state? Massachusetts. Number 3. Which country's flag shows a yin and yang symbol? It's South Korea. And what year did the first taxi cab company start in New York? Now you're getting 5 years either way. So it was July in 1897. So you've got, if you put down 1892 or 1902, you get a point. So it's between anything between 1892 and 1902, you get a point because it was 1897. Number 5, how many tasks or labours did Hercules complete? He did 12. In which country did the Boxer Rebellion take place? It was in China. Number 7, in which series of 80s movies involved a flux capacitor? It was Back to the Future. And number 8, on which famous London streets were the first West End theatres built? It was Drury Lane. Okay, don't forget to keep your scores down. Got a few 25s from last week. Couple of good scores. Right, where's the last one? Get the last one. Here it is here. Okay, your last question round here coming up. And there's a tie break at the end, just in case you do it in the house or against other people, and there's a tie break. We've got a tie break question too. Okay, so number 1, which country had the most deaths in World War II? Okay, so which country had the most casualties and deaths in World War II? Number 2, which fictional town was Crossroads set in? Okay, which fictional town was Crossroads set in? Okay, number 3, in which seaside town was Fawlty Towers set? In which seaside town was Fawlty Towers set? Not many episodes made of them, sure wasn't. Okay, number 4, I actually seen this getting built when I was younger. What year saw the first flight of Concorde? What year saw the first flight of Concorde? At number 5, Watson and Crick made what medical discovery in 1953? Watson and Crick. Okay, what did they discover? Okay, number 6, what product had the advertising slogan, "It's not Terry's, it's mine"? Okay, which product had the advertising slogan, "It's not Terry's, it's mine"? And number 7, in which US state did the Hindenburg burst into flames? The big dirigible airship. In which US state did the Hindenburg burst into flames? And your last one, number 8, what is the capital city of Colombia? We'll come back with a tie-break question after I give you the answers. We'll pause it and I'll give you your answers. Okay, here's the answers. And which country had the most deaths in World War II? It was Russia, with almost 19 million deaths. Russia. Number 2, which fictional town was Crossroads set? It was set in Kings Oak. Kings Oak. And which seaside town is the Fawlty Towers set? Was Fawlty Towers set? It was set in Torquay. And what year saw the first flight of Concorde? It was 1969. So I must have been there in about 68. I was in Bristol seeing it getting built near just before, or maybe it was 69 I seen it. Right, number 5, Watson and Crick made what medical discovery in 1953? It was a structure of DNA. Number 6, what product had the advertising slogan, "It's not Terry's, it's mine"? It was Terry's Chocolate Orange. Number 7, in which US state did the Hindenburg burst into flames? It burst into flames in New Jersey. Okay, New Jersey. Number 8, what is the capital city of Colombia? Bogota. Right, I'm going to give you a tie break here, just in case you've had a wee tie. In what year did premium bonds first go on sale? On what year did premium bonds first go on sale? Okay, so pause it. I'm going to give you the answer here in 10 seconds. Okay, a tie-break answer. And what year did premium bonds go on sale? They first went on sale in November 1956. Okay, well done everybody. I hope you've got a good score and have another one for you next week. See you soon.